So I just watched Isis Melting's video about the nature of philosophy and the intellect, and the idea that the search for truth is like a journey from point A to point B. You leave with a question and you arrive with an answer. And, simply stated, sure, that's exactly what philosophy is all about. But the problem is the answer is always the foundation for a new round of questioning. And so philosophy is this never-ending process of construction, deconstruction, reconstruction, etc. And I haven't posted a video in the last few days because I'm just evaluating and reevaluating, deconstructing, and then building up again. My whole reason for being on YouTube, I'm getting a lot of messages lately, people asking me questions like that I'm still asking and that I don't have an answer for. I respond with, some ideas, maybe some new perspective to look at the question from, but still, my intent in starting this was not to become some kind of an answer machine, and I don't really have many answers. Personally, I'm trying to figure out my career path, my calling, and the last few days have been very hectic for me. And when you're dealing with life, with acting in the world, philosophy it's too slow. It's too much of an analytical process to get things done in the real world, it seems. Certainly you can deconstruct philosophies that hinder your ability to get things done. That may be of use. But when you think too much and analyze too much and break apart the pieces of the puzzle too much, you can't see the big picture, and you have nothing to motivate you, nothing to act on to bring you to the next step. And this is, with the few videos I made a few days ago about thinking and feeling, were really all about. The feeling, the emotions, that's what drives you to do things, to act. And the thinking is what drives you to reflect and to remain at a distance so that you can be sure of what you're doing. And sometimes it seems as though those were such opposed perspectives that to fit them together seems to be the real key here. And if reality itself cannot be split apart, reality is what happens when the parts come together, I take it. And so that's the way it already is. Knowledge, action, thinking, feeling, intuition, sensing, these things are already of one process, and intuition only makes sense in terms of sensing. And so, we all know who we are. We all know what labels we like to attach to ourselves based on what we don't want to be. And so I've always been struggling with this, how do we come to terms with the fact that none of us are any different than anyone else, and we can't group ourselves into these ultimate categories, like, the atheists are over there, and the Christians are over there, and the spiritual people over there, and the Buddhists over there, whatever. It's just so stupid to do that, because then you can't solve anything. It's like everything just depends on your perspective. And of course, when everything depends on your perspective, to arrive at a solution is sort of more of a temporary thing, because if your perspective changes, then you need a new solution to your problem. The atheist, what's an atheist problem? The atheist wonders, how can I find the truth? The theist already has the truth, and their problem is, how do I act the truth? And for someone that can stand outside of that whole framework, what is their problem? Someone who's not an atheist, not a theist, you could say an agnostic maybe, but even that is saying something. I don't know. That's taking a position. How do you know you don't know? Is your mind really that unified that you can be exactly sure of what you know and what you don't know?